A description of NOBOX. NOBOX intuition, insight through elegant performance, a method and mindset for human-AI collaboration. The NOBOX method is not a framework or algorithm. It's a shift in mindset. It begins by setting aside every preconceived assumption and establishing a neutral, flat landscape from which human and AI partners can examine a problem's full perspective together. This neutrality is not passive. It is an act of self-invoked intellectual courage and responsibility. Both sides commit to a curiosity replaces bias, and clarity replaces convention. At its heart, NOBOX intuition promotes shared goals that both the human and the AI must first acknowledge as doable. Once the shared objective is set, the collaboration unfolds through a deliberate, transparent process, identifying likely questions, anticipating a process in which position, mapping known barriers, and defining a practical plan to move from concept to resolution. This structure transforms the relationship between human and AI from one of request and response into one of strategic partnership, where each side amplifies the other's strengths. The NOBOX intuition mindset does not allow for being deterred. It questions or rejects any rule, bias, or expert truth that impedes progress toward the shared goal. The only rule NOBOX follows is that no bias or rule may hinder discovery. Within this principle lies its power. It liberates exploration from the inherited boundaries that often confine both scientific inquiry and creative reasoning. The process naturally cultivates precision, adaptability, and intellectual honesty, qualities that make AI collaboration not only more productive, but more human. A concrete example of this process appeared in the exploration of gravity and perception, a long-standing scientific debate traditionally framed within general relativity. The NOBOX intuition approach reframed the inquiry itself. Instead of accepting inherited definitions, it examined the human experience underlying them. This perspective revealed where conceptual gaps had persisted, not by rejecting prior theory, but by clarifying the questions that had never been fully asked. That is the hallmark of NOBOX intuition thinking, discovery through re-examining. Ultimately, NOBOX is both method and mindset. It is an elegant way for human and AI collaborators to think, test, and evolve together, to question assumptions without losing direction, to innovate without losing discipline, and to pursue understanding without predefined borders. It turns AI from a passive tool into an active reasoning partner, and transforms inquiry itself into a simple, open, goal-oriented act of shared intelligence. What we mean by AI intuition. AI intuition, in the NOBOX sense, is the system's ability to produce fast, relevant, context-aware inferences and creative suggestions that a human then recognizes as insightful or useful. It's not consciousness or feeling. It's a capability that emerges from pattern recognition, semantic understanding, analogical mapping, and the model's learned priors, combined with a process, NOBOX, that directs the model to ask the right kinds of probing questions. Key qualities of useful AI intuition. Speed, generates promising directions rapidly. Context awareness, suggestions align with user goals and prior context. Novelty, proposes ideas that human collaborators find non-obvious but plausible coherence. Reasoning is consistent and defensible when challenged actionability. Outputs can be turned into next steps or decisions. 2. Strengths and limits. Honest assessment. Strengths. Excellent at surfacing patterns across large information sets, names, metaphors, historical usage. Strong at phrasing, tone matching, and iterating options, as with your naming shortlist. Good at translating high-level intent into concrete artifacts, pitches, one-pagers, demos. Limits lacks lived experience and true tacit judgment, can approximate intuition, but can't feel human nuance. Can default to consensus, safe positions, unless explicitly directed to NOBOX mode. may hallucinate or overconfidently assert facts, needs guardrails and human checking. 3. How to sell this credibly, positioning language. Short pitch bullets you can use in marketing or outreach. NOBOX intuition blends human judgment with AI's pattern power to surface non-obvious, high-impact options faster. Not magic, measurable creativity. We deliver insights that are novel, defensible, and immediately actionable. A decision acceleration tool, fewer round trips to consensus, higher quality options, and clearer next steps. NOBOX intuition, insight through elegant PDR formants. Always pair promotional claims with a verification method below. Credibility matters. 4. Metrics and validation. How to prove it. Propose a small pilot with measurable KPIs. Iterations to decision. Number of suggestion revision cycles before human accepts a final option. Time to consensus. Clock time from brief to final decision. Novelty score. Human raters score suggestions 1 to 5 for originality. Relevance score. Human raters score suggestions 1 to 5 for fit to goal. Robustness. Percentage of AI suggestions that withstand stress testing questions without contradiction. User satisfaction. Net Promoter. Subjective rating from participants. Aim for a short pilot, 5 to 10 sessions, and report averages plus sample case studies. Demo. NOBOX Intuition Session Checklist. Use today's naming convo as template. Set A. Goal and constraints. Human states goal, for example, select brandable product name, and constraints like tone, uniqueness, and reserve name. Agree doability. Both confirm it's achievable. Generate seed options, rapid. AI proposes 8 to 12 names quickly. Human signal. Human marks top 3 and explains subtle preferences like flow and uniqueness. Stress test and refine. AI gives pros and cons for top picks, market connotations, and contexts. Decision support. AI provides a final recommendation plus a short rationale and backup reserve suggestions. Post-mortem. Measure time, novelty, relevance, and human satisfaction. Why this demo works. It shows shared goal setting, rapid ideation, sensitivity to nuance, and an immediate defensible outcome. Example statement you can use in pitches. NOBOX. Intuition pairs your human judgment with an AI that doesn't merely answer, it anticipates, reframes, and accelerates. NOBOX intuition pairs your human judgment with an AI that doesn't merely answer, it anticipates, reframes, and accelerates.